Okay, Mr. James, take it away.
Welcome to Amazing Grace Sports Network with your host, Clay Morris, the cute guy, and your co-host, Eric James, the other guy.
The other guy. Woo! Burning up the bridges now.
Huh?
So we're burning up the bridges now.
Watch out, buddy. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Hey, thank you, everybody, for showing up. And, of course, we're going to bring you the passion, the spirituality, and the unity of sports. We come right at you. We're honest. We're direct. We won't sugarcoat things. We won't pull any punches. And we guarantee you, when you finish hearing us, you're going to know everything you need to know about whatever sport we are talking about. So let's lead off, Mr. James. What you got for me?
Well, we got the Hawks and we got the Cavaliers.
The Hawks and the Cavaliers. Now, those Hawks have been streaking, and everyone thinks they're going places. They're 10-7, but they ran into the Cleveland Cavaliers yesterday. And what happened?
Cavs put something on them, 114 to 102.
114 to 102. The Cavs put the hammer down because they ain't no joke. Trae Young was in the mix. He had 25 points. But Donovan Mitchell, 29 on 11 for 22 shooting. How can you beat that?
I guess you can't. I guess you can't. Got to score a little more if you ain't going to play no defense.
Are you saying Trae Young is not noted for his defensive skills?
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying, did it win? Was it enough to win?
It was not enough to win, ladies and gentlemen, because
the
Cleveland Cavaliers put it down on them, and the Atlanta Hawks lost 114 to 102. We're looking at this score right now. John Collins, another good player that I like, had 16. AJ Griffin, he's a new guy, but he had 17. My man, Clint Capella, it's 2 for 5. They won't give him the ball. 2 for 5, 4 points.
Trae Young is knocking it down with 25 points.
Yeah, he had 25. 1 for 7. 1 for 7 from the 3-point line, but apparently that didn't stop him from shooting.
Hey, he made up where he was lacking.
He kept shooting. Woo! Trae, just pass the ball a little bit more. Pass the ball, buddy. But on the other side, what do we got for Cleveland?
You got Evan Mosley had 10 points. You had, you had Darius Garland. 6 points.
Okay.
And D. Mitchell had 29 points.
Right, because Donovan Mitchell can fill up that basket. Donovan Mitchell is the real deal. He's a big white body for a guy, I didn't think he was going to be. I didn't see this out of him. I thought, but he gets off the ground. He's fast, he's quick, and he's strong.
Yeah.
He's hard to stop.
Yeah.
And they made a heck of a trade when they traded for Donovan Mitchell. What else we got?
I guess we'll go to Magic and Indiana Pacers.
The Magic and the Indiana Pacers.
Magic.
That we have. That's
Indiana
right.
123. They kind of walked over that guy.
Yes, if you took the Magic and 20 points, guess what? You still lost.
And the Magic had a more even flow of people scoring versus Indiana.
The Magic are a strange team. They're so young. They're the youngest team in the league, I believe. They have Mo Bamba, Chuma Okeke, France Wagner, and Jalen Suggs. And they're getting it together, but somebody's going to have to take the lead. And you know how that is with a young team. Even though they're scoring evenly, you can have you still need a Michael Jordan or Larry Bird who takes the lead. Now, they might catch up to him later in the game, but he's got to take the lead to start the scoring and get it done. He's going to have to be a guy who can go out there and start getting it done right from the beginning.
Yeah, but he takes the lead. But again, you got to play a little more defense so the other team ain't scoring so much. So
I think you're right.
I can't score an additional 30 points and they're scoring, 60 based on nobody ain't playing no defense or lack of or not enough of.
There's definitely a lack of defense when it's 123 to 102.
Yeah, something happened. Probably
Something happened. A lot of something happened, and nobody was looking. Nobody was paying attention to the fact that the other team was outscoring them by this much. Let me see. Indiana only outscored them by 2 in the fourth quarter. So they had this lead going into the third quarter where they outscored them by 10. They outscored them by 10 in the second, and that pretty much was the game.
That wrapped it up.
That's a wrap, everybody. Okay, what else we got, Mr. James?
We got Portland Trail Blazers and Milwaukee.
Well, just off the top of my head, I'm thinking Milwaukee. What happened?
Well, their star was not on point at all. He didn't play well.
Giannis?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What are you talking about? I look at the score they won. 119 to 111.
Okay. There you go.
How much better do you want him to play?
No, they did well. They did well.
Oh my gosh. The guy had 37 points.
That's it. 16 to 24.
Oh my gosh. You can just wrap it up right there. When your top guy goes 16 for 24, it's a wrap. Anyone follows suit. Nobody can miss a shot then. I'm telling you, it's funny. When your top guy is shooting that good, it seems like everybody shoots that good.
Yeah, they had a good balance on their starting lineup, but that bench don't do too much for them.
Yeah, well, he better keep shooting that great percentage. He can't get any help from the bench. Chris Middleton is still out, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they got
same amount of
Allen.
last year.
What happened?
Chris Middleton was out the same amount of time this time last year.
Oh gosh. That's not. Maybe he'll between the two extended periods of time, his body will have time to mend. I hope so for his sake because he was a pretty good NBA player. He really showed out for his, the first 5 years of his career that he could handle a heavy workload, but they can catch up to people.
Yes, it's a long road. So if he's resting up, he needs to because they're gonna need him in the end.
Yeah, hopefully he won't come back. I don't know if I'm saying this. Hopefully for the Milwaukee Bucks fans, he won't come back until a month before the playoffs. As a Celtics fan, oh man, that's Chris Middleton back. If Giannis is healthy,
yeah, it's a rough one there.
Yeah, that might be. You just might want to mail that one in. That you would, because that guy is a good player.
Yes, sir.
So let's get into the specifics. What do we got? Portland. They have Damian Lillard, and Damian Lillard did not play due to a right calf injury. So that pretty much sums up the story that happened with them. They were lucky to get this close.
Yeah. And it wasn't bad, only 8 points,
They probably took it easy on them at the end. Let's see. They outscored them. Portland, they let Portland outscore them by 32 32 to 26 in the fourth quarter. So they were like, they were well ahead, and let Portland. Well, they outscored Portland 30 to 18 in the third, 33 to 29. Yeah, so they had a comfortable lead. They felt comfortable. Go ahead and score some points, Portland. No big deal. We can handle this. They beat them by 8 points. And guess what? The Bucks are now 12-4 because we have an announcement to make. Oh yeah, so we're still good. We'll go with that. The Bucks are 12-4, second in the East, I believe. Correct? Are we correct? Are they second in the East?
Yep. 9-1 at home.
9-1 at home. Yeah, they're going to be a tough team. Giannis is such a load. He's such a load, and he's so long. It's going to be hard to get them out. So what else do we have in there, Mr. James, after the Milwaukee Bucks?
You got the Miami Heat and Minnesota Timberwolves.
And this one, I'm going to give you guys a score. The Timberwolves put it to the Miami Heat 105 to 101 at home.
It's only 4 points. They did all right.
It's only 4 points, but the fact that the Heat lost is making me happy. They are now 7-11. and they can't go down far enough. If we never see those guys again anywhere toward the playoffs, I would be happy because you know why? It would be an athletic playoff where we can watch people run, jump without getting mugged.
But who did Miami have missing?
Who did they have missing?
Butler.
Who did they have?
Butler. Butler.
Well, that's it right there, Butler.
So again, you're talking 4 points. Gave you them 4 points.
But Jimmy's run down.
Huh?
Jimmy needs a new venue. He made a mistake by going to Miami. He made a mistake because they're gonna run you into the ground, and he's feeling the effects of it.
That's why he's taking a break now.
He needs to take a break. He needs to get traded to the Boston Celtics.
Oh, who are you gonna get rid of?
Excuse me?
Who are you gonna get rid of for him?
We'll give them Grant Williams.
Okay.
How about Peyton Pritchard? We're throwing Peyton Pritchard.
Okay. One more.
Huh?
At least 3.
Sam Hauser.
I think Butler and my man will work well together. My point guard, Marcus Smart.
Oh my gosh! Oh god! Wait a minute! Let me think about that package again. How about we throw in Marcus Smart?
Yeah,
let's throw in Marcus Smart so we can get Malcolm Brogdon out on that floor with Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
Now you're talking.
Now we're talking. Throw in Marcus.
Yeah. I mean, I love him. That's my guy. However, I don't think him and Butler somewhat do the same thing. Just put it like that.
Right.
They're that grind player. They're that grind
players.
When you get 2 of them in there, Jaylen and Tatum ain't gonna work too well with them.
No. You got it, Marcus. I can't say that I love him, but I think Jimmy Butler is a Marcus Smart with athleticism.
Yeah, he scores more.
Yeah, athleticism. He can get that. What happened?
He scores more consistently, I should say.
Right. He's a scorer. He's a good player. Bam Adebayo had 21 points, and Matt Strus had 19. Let me see. Bam Adebayo had 17. Lowry had 21 on 5 for 16 shooting.
Yeah.
Anybody want to go there?
No, we
see, you're easy on these guys. I'd ride them like a horse. All you do is flop, and then you're 5 for 16. No wonder your team lost.
Like I said, he needed Butler on that one.
Yeah, he needed some Butler there. Carl Anthony Towns went for 25. Rudy Gobert went for just 4 points. Anthony Edwards went for 22 for the Timberwolves. And that about sums it up on that game. Let's move on. What do we got?
I would go to New York Knicks. New York Knicks in Oklahoma.
New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps.
Hey,
and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. Well, how did they do?
New York blew them out, 129 to 119.
Oh, yeah? Let me find that one.
129 to 119.
Wow, they did. And they went to OKC to do it.
That's it.
They were playing in OKC. So they traveled to OKC and put the boots to them. You got to love that. You just walk into another person's joint. Start slapping them around, taking their popcorn.
Hey, they'll always remember that.
Yeah, they ain't going to forget. Julius Randle.
Yeah, Julius hit 25 points.
25 points. 25 points on 9 for 16 shooting.
Consistent. Jaylen lit him up with 34.
Oh, my gosh. Jalen Brunson?
Yeah.
Oh, got into him.
And Barrett. RJ Barrett.
14 to 20. I love percentages. I love those percentages where they're getting at least 50 to 75% of the shots they're making. When that's happening, everybody's taking it to the hoop and getting it done.
Yeah.
But for Oklahoma, what happened?
Oklahoma. Let's see. We had Fuentes Dort.
Yeah.
Fuentes Dort. I don't want to mess up his name. 24 points, 9 of 14.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
had
pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Sheesh.
Shea Galicius.
Shai Gilgeous. Gilgeous, something like that. Shai Alexander Gilgeous.
9 of 22 for 30 points.
That's pretty good. It's pretty darn good.
And then it went downhill from there. You had
became a ski slope.
Yeah, Giddy. Giddy hit 18 points.
Josh 18.
Josh Giddy, yep.
And then they got nothing. They got nothing from the bench.
No, well, he got 13 points out of Williams.
Yeah.
Jalen Williams.
Yeah.
Well,
that will pretty much sink you, and that's the reason why the New York Knicks, who are 9-9, now they should have a better record than that. They have to get that together. But the New York Knicks are 9-9, and somewhere in the standings in the East Coast,
500 above, right below the Raptors.
So go New York. Come on, but you're not going to be top of the heap. I can guarantee you that. No. Celtics and Milwaukee are going to own that spot.
Yes, sir. As long as we keep doing what we're doing. Last night, the Celtics, well, we're not even there yet. So, Utah,
okay, what do we got next?
Utah Jazz and LA Clippers. They did a pounding on the offense. I don't know what they did for defense, but we got 121 LA Clippers over Utah on 14.
That we have. There we go. Now, the Jazz were on top about a week and a half ago. They were leading the West. They're no longer leading that. But they got Dab, Kelly Olynyk. Now, last week, we kind of dumped on Kelly because we said that he was chosen over Giannis.
Yeah.
And that the Celtics did it. I found out that it really wasn't the Celtics that did that. The Celtics didn't have that pick. Dallas had that pick. They drafted Kelly Olynyk and traded him to the Celtics.
Okay.
And I think Giannis wasn't picked till number 15. The first pick of that round was Anthony Bennett, who washed out the league for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So there were a lot of teams that went bad, who messed up on the best player, arguably the best player in the NBA right now.
Well, the key is not the drafts. The keys are the trades. So you draft to get leverage. You make trades to make a better team.
Well, Milwaukee didn't make a trade. They drafted that guy. They drafted and kept him. So they knew something. I don't know what they knew, but they got that one right. Kawhi Leonard is back. Kawhi Leonard had 8 points.
Was his second? Huh? This second or third game for him? Third game, right?
Yeah, third game. They said they're going to take it slow. Talk about slow when you only got 8 points.
Yeah, he didn't want to tweak nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't tweaking much. Only out to 23 minutes. Zuban, Marcus Morris had 8. Zuban had 14. Reggie who? Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson out of Boston College. Went to Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson. He led all scores with 27. Basically, he carried the Clippers.
No.
He's an East Coast guy to carry those freaking guys in the West.
Hey, take a look at Powell.
Which one?
Newman Powell.
Oh my gosh. 30 points off the bench?
Sir, 10 or 15, 30 points.
Oh my gosh. So John Walls is coming off the bench. Yeah. John Wall's coming off the bench. He had 13.
Those are the untold stars right there.
Right there. 43 points off the bench. You can, man, that's a luxury. You can get that. John Walls, this guy Newman, and they got Nicholas Batum. He's also coming off the bench. Robert Covington. No, the Clippers they're going to be a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
They're going to be a team at the end. They're going to be there at the end. What are they right now? They are 11-7, so they're at the top now. 11-7. Fourth place.
12-7. Utah. What are you talking about? Utah?
Oh no, I was talking about the Clippers. Utah is back up there at 12.
Oh, yeah. Fourth place, 11-7. Yeah.
Yeah, Utah's back in there. All right. So we're taking care of the Clippers. Where's Paul George?
He didn't play. He didn't play.
They got a luxury there, and they don't even have to play him, and they can still win.
Yeah.
We did the Heat, the Timberwolves, the Trailblazers, and the Bucks, the Magic, and the Pacers. Let's do the Warriors and the Pelicans. This is something I want to talk about. Look at this score. The Warriors, Golden State Warriors, went into New Orleans to play the Pelicans. And what happened? If you took 40 points in the Golden State Warriors, guess what? You lost. They got beat by 45 points.
That's not good.
45 points. Well, Andrew Wiggins didn't play, but everyone else did. No, I don't see Clay, and I don't see my man of the year. Oh gosh, the face of the NBA, the little guy.
Why am I drawing a blank?
Why are we both drawing the blank? He kicked the Celtics in the playoffs in the finals last year. Curry.
Oh, Poole.
Steph Curry. Where's Steph Curry in here?
Steph Curry's not in it either. You're right.
Yeah, so I guess getting beat by 45 ain't that bad when you ain't got Clay or you ain't got Steph.
What's his injury? He's not even listed.
Yeah, neither is Draymond Green.
Wow.
Well, he's not even in. They have Jeff Green, old Jeff Green from the Boston Celtics 20 years ago.
He's still in there? So he was still playing.
It says Jeff Green. It's got to be him.
Oh God.
Yeah, but nobody, not the big three that we've been used to seeing for the last 10 years. None of
them. I guess they're showing them what happens when they're not there. I don't know. Not even Clay.
Yeah, not even Clay. Clay wasn't there. It's really bad. Now, New Orleans 31-18 in the fourth, 32-24. There's not one. How about this? It was 35-16 at the end of the first quarter. That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. 35-16 at the end of the first quarter. The New Orleans Pelicans over the Golden State Warriors.
I think the Warriors are taking a break.
Yeah, they took a break. Let's get on to the marquee game.
Celtics in Chicago, 107-121.
The Boston Celtics.
Now,
the Boston Celtics. 17 banners. Bill Russell, John Havlicek, Tommy Heinsohn,
ML Carr, Larry Bird,
Cedric Maxwell, Sam Jones, KC Jones,
JoJo White.
There you go. Paul Silas, Dave Cowens.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce,
Kevin
Garnett,
Ray Allen,
Rajon Rondo. And now here we are losing to the Bulls, 121-107.
You know, they took a break for 3 quarters. Al Horford killed them last night. He kept on throwing up those threes and could not hit to save his life.
Yeah.
Could not hit to save his life.
Well, what do you expect from a 52-year-old center?
Hey. You're in there, so you better play like you're 20.
That poor guy, they should be giving him 1 day on and 2 games off.
Yep.
1 game on, 2 games off.
I agree with that. Or 2 and 3. I agree with that.
Yeah, this guy's not going to last. But our boy Jason Tatum, 9 for 19.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, 9 for 20. Just below 500. And from there it goes downhill. They got Malcolm Brogdon gave him 23 from the bench.
But they needed more than that last night.
Yeah, he's basically a starter. Your boy Marcus Smart gave him a good 8.
So if that was Butler,
Oh my gosh, man, that's popcorn time. If I could get Butler, uh, Tatum and Jalen Brown on the same. Oh my gosh, I'm killing you. I'm killing. Listen, they're going to kill the NBA.
Yeah,
Pick your poison. That's just a fantasy, everybody.
that's it.
Of course, it's you're thinking this. There's no way in heck that the Heat, Miami, is going to let Jimmy Butler get to the Celtics. There's no way that they might trade Jimmy Butler because he's on his last legs. Believe me, the Heat have worn him down. They rode him like a pack mule. Okay, but they will not let this guy go to the Eastern Conference. They'll trade him over to the West because they know that he still got it and he still got something. And that something will come out as soon as he sees those Miami Heat colors on the other side of that court.
That's it. That youth to come out of him for real then.
Big time. Now, Peyton Pritchard didn't play. Vonleh, Griffin, they had 4 did not play, so they went half the bench. How about Sam Hauser? He was out there for 4. He only shot the ball twice.
Yeah.
Luke Cornett only shot the ball once. There wasn't a whole lot of passing going around in this game.
They passed a little bit, but they waited to the fourth quarter thinking they could just, get back and win.
Turn it on.
And they had no turn on because Al was not hit. Like I said, he kept on throwing up some bricks, man.
You think? Because have you seen how many points Al had?
Yeah, 0 for none. 0 for
none.
None.
He's 0.
He took 9 shots and hit nothing.
Not only was he throwing the bricks, he was turning around and just throwing them back over his head. he put a blindfold on. He was 0. Al Horford had 0 points for the game.
And they had a bunch of lane passes too. Lane passes. They got a couple of. We'll see what the turnover was.
The sad thing about getting old is that it's not much you can do. It's not like you can just come back and say, okay, listen, that was just a bad game, and next game I'm going to turn it up. You really don't know what you're going to bring the next game either.
Well, that's because you don't know how you're going to feel in the morning.
and that's what happened in the playoffs. Al had one good game and disappeared the rest of the series. In the finals.
Thank God there was a Williams then,
Yeah, and then he got hurt, and he was playing hurt the whole time.
Yeah, he did.
Now,
hopefully they don't rush him back this time.
No. Let's talk about the East Coast standings, the Eastern Conference standings, and then after that, I want to talk about the story of the day, which is Ben Simmons. What do we got for standings here? Let's see. We're the Brooklyn Nets with Ben Simmons having such a good, look like he's coming back. They're in 10th place right now at 8-8, 500. Right behind the Philadelphia 76ers and the New York Knicks. Celtics are number 1. The Bucks are number 2. Cleveland Cavaliers are in number 3, of course. Indiana's 4. Washington Wizards. I think they're a surprise. Washington. Unbelievable. 5. Who would have thought that?
Yeah. Them in their tie with Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, the Atlanta Hawks. They're going to see how far. They're only going to go as far as Trae Young and Clint Capella can take them. John Collins is going to have to be strong. I don't know about, but sharing the ball is going to be very important for Trae Young. He's going to have to get adjusted to his height. They put bigger guys on him in the playoffs and then make it hard for him to shoot over them. And so he's either trying to take shots from half court, like 2 steps in from half court, or as deep as he can get in order to get away from their hands. So we'll see what happens with Atlanta. As it looks now, I think the dark horse in this conference is the Knicks and the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
We know Boston and Milwaukee is going to be at the top. They're going to be there, barring some unforeseen injury. Even with that, if it's not too severe, they're going to be there at the end. We know those 2 are going to be there. It's going to be interesting to see what Cleveland and New York do at the end. I don't foresee the Nets being anywhere close, but because they have this thing where now they take 10 teams in the playoffs, and they only did that because they were trying to get LA into it, the Lakers last year. They did it for the COVID, okay? Everyone can understand that for the COVID thing. But then they extended last year trying to get the Lakers in there, and the Lakers still folded up like a house of cards and missed. I don't know why they're doing it, but maybe they think they're making more money. The only way the Nets get in there, because somebody's going to get injured on that team, either Ben Simmons or Durant's been durable, Kyrie Irving, and they're going to miss games. So they shouldn't even be in there at the end. 76ers. Joel Embiid, his knees. I don't know if they're going to be there.
As long as they start resting him now. Resting the All-Star.
They had Al Horford and they traded him away.
But Al wasn't playing there.
I mean, he could be playing now if they had kept him.
Well, I'm saying he plays a little harder now than he played there. He definitely was an old man over there.
You think he got younger? I mean, from 3 years ago? Well, if he's taking the same supplements I'm taking, I understand.
There you go. You get up and walk the beach every day.
I don't have to take this abuse. I worked hard for 30 years out in the trenches of Boston.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And you did too. We both did. Oh, listen. If you don't know, we're former police officers, and we worked for 30 years on the Boston Police Department, and they were tough years because we were out there in the streets. Just telling you, we were in the streets. So
we didn't get breaks.
We didn't have any. We didn't have any juice.
We did every parade.
Every parade, rain, snow, sleet. Oh, but enough of us. What we're talking about is NBA, and we think this is going to be. Now let's move on to Ben Simmons. Now the talk has been about Ben Simmons. He had a game where he had 22 points. I believe they won. I don't think Ben Simmons is going to make it the year.
What's he going to do?
He always gets hurt. No, Ben, I'm not cursing you. Ben. If you hear this podcast, I'm not cursing you. Do I think you could be a great player? I think you could be a great player if you spent some time going to the foul line and practicing shooting so that you don't disappear in the fourth quarter when the game is on the line. Because that's the problem right here, Ben. When the game is on the line in the fourth quarter, you will disappear. That's a guarantee because you are scared of getting fouled and going to the line and screwing things up. And that's understandable. So take your butt to the foul line and get this thing done and over with once and for all. Take the time to get it right, and you could be a good to great player.
Well, there you go. That's what he got.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I'm sure you're trying hard, but you're going to have to work in that direction. And it's been done before. It's been done before that somebody came in the league. It was not that great at foul shooting. Magic Johnson. It managed to bring his field goal percentage way, way, way up. Give it a shot.
Did you hear about the beef with Giannis and Montrezl?
Montrezl Harrell. Yeah, Montrezl riding the bench. Harrell had the beef with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Because he's going to shoot
stars in the league.
Shoot some shots after the game, and he refused a lot. Him and one of the ball boys or somebody. What's the story?
Well, it was Giannis's brother, Thanos. They both were out there.
He came in afterwards. That's after.
Oh.
Put the ladder so he wouldn't shoot. He moved the ladder. The dude put the ladder again so he wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, let's back up. He had a ball. They took the ball.
Montrezl took the ball.
Yeah. He went and got two more balls.
Right.
And they put the ladder. He moved the ladder. They put the ladder back again.
I know.
The ladder over.
Right.
And there was still words going back on. Then that's when his brother came out.
Oh. Actually, his brother had been there, but his brother went after Montrezl during that situation. Then he came back.
Right.
He came back. So
Dude,
all this was happening.
How much are they getting?
Sorry, to be honest.
How much you getting paid a year to be doing something like that? Like, if he wants to shoot after the game, why is that a problem?
Well, they're trying to, I'm sure there's an explanation from I mean, didn't he just beat the team?
Okay.
That he was playing?
And yeah.
Well, I'm sure they weren't too happy about that. So, and they were changing something around, so they had to, they had to get the job done. The workers did.
Hey, just like cops and robbers, you win some, you lose some. It's over. The fight's over. Don't beef with me at the station. It's over, man. You know what I'm saying? You lost this one. How many times have you won? Stop it.
Yeah. Listen, you're not if Giannis is the face of the league, you're not going to win that argument because the league is looking at it like, come on, let the guy be out there for 10 more minutes and then begin your cleanup. Matter of fact, he might even, throw you a party or give you a gift certificate worth X amount, so you can go out shopping. I mean, or go out to eat at Fleming's.
How about practice shooting? Maybe he should have got out there with him and did some shooting around himself. He might have needed to do that himself.
Who, Montrez?
Yes.
Yeah, well, Montrez is riding the bench right now.
My point. He sees the one we want to bring all this attention to you, so we better bring the right attention.
I know. Well, you know what? That might put him in bad standing, and maybe the Celtics should be looking at Montrezl Harrell to relieve him of that situation that he's currently in, of bringing bad light to the team that he was on.
Wait a minute. Celtics do what with him?
I mean, somebody's got to give Al Horford a break.
Dude, he can't shoot.
Well, neither could Al last night.
That was last night. Most times he's all right. I'll take Al.
Okay, you're right.
One vote for Al.
I mean, I'm pulling at strings. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pulling at strings because I'm just thinking about what's the best thing for the Celtics, and getting some rest for Al Horford, to me, is one of those things that can't be ignored. And if it takes Montrezl Harrell, okay. Well, anyway.
He's blew up a bunch of locker rooms, man. He causes problems in locker rooms too.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, moving on to Ben Simmons.
Hey, one of those teams, they caught him with like a pound of weed or something before he got there. Too much trouble. He's like an Aaron Hernandez. Did I say that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, yeah. You know what? You can't have trouble in the locker room. Really, it's not conducive to winning. And we'll move on. Montrez, nice knowing you. Have fun where you're at. And I'm not the GM anyway. They wouldn't make me the GM because I'd make a decision like that and probably wouldn't last 2 years. Ben Simmons. Okay, let's wrap this up. We've been on for 30 minutes. What do you see in the future for Ben Simmons?
He got to get some consistency going. He can't play sometime. He got to play with some urgency. He lacks urgency. And I mean, it's not even about just the money. It's more about where your passion is at. And if your passion is there, you got to do the job. If your passion not there, you probably need to go water some grass or something.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. He doesn't show a lot of passion. You got to have passion. And passion also translates into practicing your free throws, wanting to get better. There's no reason why after 6 years in the league, you can't hit a free throw. That just takes practice. And believe me, Ben, you have enough money to pay a ball boy like Giannis had out there to shoot free throws.
That's it.
Every day. You can just show up at, hey, ball boy, I'll take care of you. Show up here 2 hours early. If you can't, give me your brother. Can your brother do this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guarantee you, okay, by All-Star game, you'll be knocking down your free throws a lot better. You'll have more confidence. And that's what it takes. Listen, I believe in you, Ben. Let's get it done.
Giannis couldn't shoot. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Giannis couldn't shoot a free throw.
And now that you see what he does to get better, you want to try and mess up his role. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. After the game, it's over. Everybody shake hands. We'll see you the next game.
Wait a minute. Who's shaking hands after the game?
They might as well.
I'm not. Not if I lose.
Well, you're back in the Detroit days with Isaiah Thomas and
I'll shake your hand if I win.
The new school, they shake hands all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Brand new thing there. Ain't gonna shots like I'm off the court. I'm out of there.
Guys, this is the new NBA. We love it. Okay, so we're gonna close out with this. We wish everyone the best in the NBA. And of course, we wish everyone the best, especially on the Boston Celtics. We'll see what happens. And Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, so we did the Eastern Conference. On Thursday, we do the Western Conference. We will be talking about the Clippers and the Lakers and everything else in the West Coast, and we'll see what's happening. So we'll bring that to you. And believe me, we will not sugarcoat it at all. So if you're ready for honest, opinionated truth, you're going to get it. And you will have fun and laugh at the same time. Given to you by two old guys who are mature enough to be able to talk about subjects without cursing and swearing. How'd you like that? None. Believe me, we've heard it all. We've heard every curse word that can be said.
Hey, the old timers used to say, when you curse, you ran out of words to say. Your vocabulary is very limited. Because you know what? When you curse, you say the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, and a lot of it too. Just repeating it. So we're not going to do that here. We're going to keep it nice and clean. You can watch it. Your dog can watch it. Your cat can watch it. And even your kids can watch this broadcast. So signing off, we want to say subscribe, like, leave comments. Anything else?
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Are we going to do a Thanksgiving show? Because Thursday does fall on Thanksgiving.
It does fall on Thanksgiving.
1 o'clock. We can still do it. Because, listen, you're not going to start eating until 3 or 4.
Well, I'm going to be around family, so they'll be around us.
Let's bring the family around. Let's bring them in.
All right, here we go.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and showing up. We'll see you later. Amazing Great Sports Net. We're out.
Yes, sir.
Have a nice day.
You know.